Hi students, I'm Nate Scharf. Welcome to Introduction to Business. I'm your instructor for this 6-week online summer course. This video is going to give you a quick overview of how to be successful in the course. So first off, let me just say thank you for enrolling in the course. I know you have a lot going on, and my job is to give you all the support and resources you need to navigate through this course and do it successfully. So a few recommendations about being successful in this course. First of all, it's a compressed schedule. So normally we have a 16-week schedule for a full semester, and here in the summer we have 6 weeks, actually 5 and a partial 6th week of the course. So you're going to be busy. There's a fair amount of work to be done in each week, and the way I structure my online courses is there's a preponderance of written work. Now, much of the written work is pretty straightforward and simple. It's not large, complex research papers. And in fact, there is no research paper assignment in this course. But you're going to be doing a fair amount of writing. That can be in the form of discussions, or that can be in the form of written assignments. Your only multiple choice assessment is your final exam. So your final exam is cumulative. There's a study guide for it, and that is your multiple choice component of the course. The rest of the work in the course is written work, and that's discussions and that's written assignments. And I use written work because it's a better way for me to gauge how students are learning the material. So things that would make you not like this course. If you can't type, that's going to make it hard for you to write the assignments. If you're missing several fingers and are a slow typist, that would make it more challenging, although not probably a huge hindrance for you. Or if you just flat out don't like to write and aren't very good at it, then the written work will probably take you a little bit longer. That being said, English is not a requirement for this course as far as English 110. It's suggested, but it's not a hard requirement. I do look at punctuation and grammar as part of how I grade your work, but it's mostly about the quality of your written work and your understanding of the material. So your default, so that's it about the assessments in the class. They're going to be composed of written work, short and long versions of that, and the final exam. The way you navigate through the course is through weekly modules. And if any of you have worked in Canvas before, that's the software that we use to run the course. And I've set up the course so that your default view is the module view. And when you go into modules, you'll see a Start Here module. Make sure you go in there. That'll help familiarize yourself with things like the course syllabus and my resume and rubrics and things of that nature, course resource material. And then you'll see the week modules underneath there. And in each week, you'll have 3 parts, a part A, B, and C for that week. So for example, for the first week, the week of June 11th, you'll see week 1, June 11th and 12th. So that's the Monday, Tuesday deliverables of that week. And then you'll see a week 1, June 13th and 14th, part B. That's the deliverables for that section of the week. And then you'll see a week 1 with the dates of 6/15 through 6/17. So each week has 3 deliverable dates within it. And the reason behind that structure is I've taken the full 16-week course and compressed it down into this 6-week summer format. As instructors, we have to give you the same amount of content for a summer course, but we just compress it down. So like I said at the beginning, make sure that your schedule is set aside enough time that you can work on this course and be successful. I like summer courses. I think students do well in summer courses because you can focus and you don't have time to get distracted with other parts of your life, and you can just kind of get it done. So here's the good news. All the assignments are available for you now. You can work ahead of schedule. However, you cannot work behind schedule. So once an assignment due date is passed, that assignment closes, and regretfully, you forfeit those points. And I have to stay pretty strict on that because we're moving at a fast clip here, and we only have literally 5.5, barely 6 weeks to get through everything, and I can't keep going backwards and opening up assignments and moving and adjusting due dates, etc. So stay on top of stuff, and remember, you can work ahead of schedule on all your work. So if you know you're going to have be out of town or something, or off computer for a couple days, just work ahead of schedule and get that content done. Okay, so when you look at each week's module, you'll see each week's module is separated into, when appropriate, videos, which is typically lectures from me in this same format, me talking to you with a video, or videos that you need to review for your assignments. There would also be perhaps documents, articles, or things that you will need to read to complete that assignment. And then you'll see the assignments underneath that. And the assignments list the due dates and also their point values. The points for the course are very straightforward. It's 1,000 points total for the class. So you can look at any assignment and see what percentage of the total points it is for the class. The breakdown of assignments are listed in the syllabus. Please do access, print off, and read the syllabus. That gives you additional information about grading. I use plus and minus grades. Also how to contact me. Email is best. There's a conversation menu selection on Canvas that essentially emails me directly within Canvas. And late work policies, etc., etc. That's all in the syllabus. Okay, so that's a broad overview. Lastly, let me talk about the textbook. So I think textbooks are expensive. I try to keep costs down. So to support you with that, I allow students to use used versions of the textbook in this course. So what's the textbook? That information is listed in the syllabus. So in the syllabus, you'll see the ISBN, which are the code numbers you need to search for the textbook. Rather than go to the Grossmont bookstore, which does stock the latest version of the textbook, but the bookstore is owned by Barnes & Noble, they're for profit, and their prices are a little bit expensive. So I allow you to use used versions of the textbook, and the used versions that are acceptable are listed in the syllabus. And you can get those on Amazon, or you can rent the book from Chegg, eBay. There's multiple sources where you can find the book either to rent or to purchase on your own. And you should be able to find a decent used copy and not spend more than $40, perhaps even $20 on the textbook. So do that. How soon will you need the book? You probably should get the book by the end of the first week. The study guide lists all the key terms that you'll need to know, and those apply primarily to the final exam. Okay, so poke around through the Start Here module to get familiar with the resources that are available to you, and you can look at the weekly modules view, and after that it's just a matter of get cracking. When you go in and click on assignments, you'll see that the assignments typically have a case study that could be a short video, and then some questions that relate to that video. Or that would be a shorter discussion assignment. And then the other type of written assignment are the written assignments, which are kind of like little mini research papers. I know students cringe when they hear the term research paper, but these are again another business case study that applies to the concept that we're learning. And it'll ask you a few questions related to that video or article. And then I might ask you one or two research questions. Hey, go out on your own and research this term of open book management and tell me what else is happening with open book management in businesses today. And here I'm looking for you to do your own searches, Google searches. I often provide links to research sources that can help you get started on that research, but the research won't take you very long, and I'm not looking for formal MLA format and citations. You're going to cite your work directly in the answer. And there's also an good works example module in the course, and you'll see an example of week 1 for an example there. And then thereafter, after assignments are done, I'll post good examples so you can see what a good one looked like in case you didn't score as highly as you would have hoped. All right, I've talked enough. So go ahead and get cracking. Thanks for enrolling in the course. I'm here to support you. So I have some travel during the summer, but it shouldn't prohibit me from being able to connect with you guys on a daily basis. If there's any situations where I think I'm going to be off my computer for a day or so, I have one conference that I'm attending, then I will certainly email you out, but I plan to stay on top of grading and emails either way. All right, looking forward to working with you all. Thanks again for enrolling.